Okay, your Quad City Blues are on the air once again this afternoon after a short respite between the second JV game where they were defeated by the Waterloo Warriors by a score of 4-0. We're now in the warm-up phase just before the Varsity Blues will take on the Varsity Warriors from Waterloo. Rich, what are you looking for in this game?
Well, renewing the rivalry, as we said before the JV game. These guys must know each other a little better than that. I do see some familiar numbers out there that played against the JV team. That's one interesting thing that is somewhat of a change for your Quad City Blues this year, is that Coach Dylan Fournier really wants to try and keep the teams a little more separate but equal. Yeah. We've only got one player, Chase DeYoung, who's playing down on JV and playing up on varsity. Other than that, he's trying to keep the squads separated, and I really respect that. You get more playing time for each player that way. You're not leaning so heavily on some top-end guys or trying to bring guys down from varsity to inflate those scores. And, I'd love to bend his ear a little bit about it and see if he's doing this because of playing time or if he thinks that it's better for development. I think it's, for my end, I think it's better for both.
I agree with you 100%. I know before we talked about the varsity team. Now, last year was a really tough year for the varsity team in terms of the record in the Midwest Hockey League, and there are obviously some reasons for that, not the least of which was COVID. I mean, COVID affected every team to some degree, but I think it affected ours a lot. We had some serious injuries. I think Mackenzie Quinn, one of our goaltenders, did he ever get on the ice? I know he had some really bad hip injuries that needed surgery, and then of course what people tend to forget is in the 2020 team, the 2019-2020 team had some really good players like Stone Patton and the Kramer kid and several other kids, and quite a number of, I think we had like 14 kids.
14 seniors graduated.
That lost their eligibility to go on to college.
Right.
And so we were a very young team last year, in addition to having lost a lot of skill. So that part of it. So I think we're going to see some significant improvements.
I mean, there's a bigger list even than that if you want to look at it. I mean, you're looking at COVID. You're looking at 14 seniors gone. So you're bringing up a bunch of new talent. You got a brand new coach who's trying to impart his new system and his new way of thinking onto a team. And I don't know how much he was able to even do that last year. He's kind of just handed a team from the old regime, and I'm not disparaging them in the slightest. It's that kind of handoff is incredibly difficult. So we're going to look for more success this year, more wins, more competitive games, and we'll see how it goes. But I've got a pretty positive attitude.
One thing before we start this game, we want to apologize to the Jacob Larson family and friends who were watching the first game. He was inserted into the game at some point, either midway through the game or at the end of the second period, in place of the starting goaltender Carter Shadler, and we missed it. We did not realize it. And when you're watching a game from where we watch it, we can see the goalie, but we can't see his face, we can't see his number, we can't see anything. So we made the assumption that Carter was still in there, and he had come out of the game. So some nice saves that Larson made that we attributed to Shadler, but that's the reason why we weren't trying to detract from from his performance. So now we know that Carter Shadler is going to start the game again in net. So at least we're right to begin with.
You weren't trying to throw shade?
No, no.
Blur.
All right, the puck is dropped. Waterloo. Number 22 chasing after it. The puck is sent down and outside the zone, and Waterloo goes back to pick it up. We've got 21 Nienhaus. Oh, there's the other apology. Nienhaus apparently is the correct pronunciation. We'll try and keep that right. He's on defense along with Charlie Eaton to start the game. and they battle for it in center ice. Liam Quinn. There's Jace Johnson breaking over the line. His shot is knocked down at the defense. He's given a rough ride by number 11 on the defense for Waterloo. And here we go around the net. Waterloo coming out. They get it out of the zone. And number 22 for Waterloo dumps it into the cone. They go for a line change, and Eaton is back to pick it up for Quad Cities. Carries it all the way out to center ice and then drops it in, but it's picked up at the defense. And here's a lead pass for number 30. It's 39. It escapes him, and Karam's off the boards and over the goal line for the first icing of the game. Again, we're playing 17-minute periods, but the clock is going to be running almost continuously except when goals or penalties are being administered. So it's going to go fast.
Correct.
Here's 13. That is Blue Beckwith fighting for the draw. Beckwith had a couple of really good scoring opportunities in game one, so maybe he can cash one here in this game. Here's James from the sideboards throwing one at the net. Gannon dumps it into the corner.
Comes out by James.
Now James with a shot. Tries a backhand shot that's knocked down at the defense. And here's going to be a potential breakaway, or at least a 2-on-1. Here's a shot from a long distance. That looked like it was going to be a more serious scoring opportunity for Waterloo, but the forward coming down the right wing decided to let it go from the circle dot, and Shadler was easily up to it and caught it with the glove hand.
Yeah, Pat Gannon had to come kind of cut across and catch back up to that guy, but did a good job blocking off the passing angle.
He did a nice job of
angle shot.
Did a nice job of cutting off the shooter, but we were a little slow on getting
somebody else back.
All right, here is Gannon. I'm sorry, that's Nienhuis. Now we've got number. Who's that?
Eaton.
Oh, that's Eaton again, number 30. Okay.
There's cut count.
Here's a pass in front to Nienhuis. He's going to carry it over the red line. He's got Giesek on the right wing, but they're going for line change, so they settle for getting it in deep. Giesek puts it behind the net to the far corner. Cutcomp chasing it. And there is DeYoung. DeYoung's going to sleep well tonight. He's going to end up playing all 4 games today.
Yep.
Not sure that was not out of the zone. Here's a shot from DeYoung. Shot is knocked down by the goaltender. And now Waterloo coming back 2-on-3. Here's a long shot. Shadler kind of fanned on that one, but it was not really on net. It was over the net and off to the side, so no harm. Here's Johnson. He sends one across ice. It's behind Isaiah Conrad, and here we go the other way. Here's Eaton, left-handed shooter. Sends it behind the net to his defense partner, back to Eaton, and they come out of the zone. Eaton loses the puck just over his own blue line, and Gannon going into the corner to pick it up. He throws it around the side, and it's cleared out to center ice where it's picked up by Waterloo's number 3 over to his defensive partner, and they're getting ready to come in again. Now Patrick Gannon behind his own net from his defensive position. Number 35 is Jace Johnson. Sends it into the offensive zone. Conrad going after it. He's unable to catch up with the puck, and Waterloo comes back again. That puck goes off of Nienhuis. And here's Liam Quinn. Quinn sends a nice pass to Johnson, pretty much right on the tape. One man to beat. Tries to get in there, a shot, and the goaltender smothers it.
It's underneath him, it's loose. Oh,
the puck was underneath the goalie. He made the stop, but it was loose. And unfortunately, we were just a little bit late in getting to follow up on that potential rebound.
Yeah, it was laying there right between his legs. If you would have gone for the spear, you would have
nice,
scored the goal. But
nice, strong offensive move by Jace Johnson, though, to get around the defense and get a good shot off.
Correct.
Now this is Eric. This is James. This is Jack James. And now going back to get it is Nienhuis to Patrick Hurd. Loses it. Now it's behind the net. Hurd to J.R. Wofford.
Yep.
Attempted centering pass by 22. He's got it again behind the net. looking for that man. A good cover up by the defense there. Here's a long shot, deflection in front, bouncing around and back to the corner. Back to the left wing. He lets one go. Deflected. Another nice save by Shadler.
Nice stop.
That was 2 good saves by Shadler as he got the one on a deflection and then one caught up on the shoulder on the rebound. Now here is number 8. Waterloo, he loses it. And the puck is out at center ice. And they're going to dump it into the corner. Nienhuis going back to get it. Patrick Hurd. There's a pass to Johnson. Nice pass. Johnson breaks away. Oh, he had a good shot. Missed the net with his shot, though. Chases after it again. It's James in the corner. Trying to turn around to his backhand. Here is a potential chance. Knocked away off the stick just before he got a shot. Now here's Cutcomp. Couldn't quite keep it in, and the Blues reformulate their offense at center ice. Eaton. Whoop. Back to DeYoung, who lost his edge. Goes down, and back to Eaton. They're going to try it again. Here's a pass to Giesick. He throws it in along the boards, right near the blue line. Eaton comes in. Here's a shot, the save, rebound, and the Waterloo goalie is able to cover it up. That looked like it might have deflected off a blue skate,
yep.
And it rolled right into the crease, and the goaltender fell on top of it before there could be any more damage.
I did not see a distinct kicking motion. I'm just going to put that out there.
Nope,
right
I think it just deflected off the skate. All right, Isaiah Conrad scores! Right off the faceoff.
Let's go!
Isaiah Conrad has scored the Blues' second goal of the season and his second goal of the season. So he's off to a really good start for the young sophomore from Geneseo.
Let's go.
I don't know why I remember that, but I remember it from the
it's fine.
From the roster sheet, so we're going to use it.
I love it.
1-0 lead.
You're doing your best Pierre Maguire impersonation. That's fine.
Thanks a lot.
I knew you'd not like that one. So glad he's off broadcast.
Here is Gannon. Sends it behind the net. Gannon sends it across, but it's kept in the zone. Number 15, right wing boards for Waterloo behind the net. Nienhuis gets it to Gannon. Gannon knocks his man down and continues after the puck. He's going to come out of the zone. And somebody lost a stick. It's out there on the center dot, or on the face-off dot in the Quad City zone. 1-0 Blues. They've been outshot 4-3, but they've got the only one to cross the line. All right, here is an attempted long pass for Conrad again. He had the right idea, but it was a little too far in front of Conrad, so we're going to get an icing against the Blues. 8:10 to play.
Camden Doherty had gotten all the way behind the defense, and one of the D-men was behind the net, and he started hollering. He was standing on the far blue line. Of course, as soon as he alerted the Waterloo team, they got back to cover him, but he tried to fly the zone.
All right, puck is dropped, taken to the corner by Beckwith. Beckwith's going to try and dig it over to the far corner. And this is 22. This is Hurd. Hurd's a shot. Here's a shot. They score!
Let's go! Woo! Wofford from Hurd. Let's go, buddy.
And that goal belongs to, was that Wofford's?
Yeah, J.R. Wofford.
Okay, J.R. Wofford
yes.
Gets his first goal of the season, and that doubles the lead for the Quad City Blues to 2-0.
Shot still 4-4. Well, now 4-4.
Well, I pretty much can guarantee if we score on 50% of our shots, we're going to be okay, but that's probably a little bit optimistic.
They say 60% of the time it works every time.
Yeah. All right, here comes Waterloo now, back number 8. He's got one man to beat. The puck is loose in front. Nice work by the defense to get it out of there, and they get it cleared out of the zone. They go D to D across the back, and now here's a man for Waterloo coming in on the right side, and he's put down by Eaton on a nice check. Excellent. Here is Wofford, fresh off scoring his first goal of the year, unable to get it out of the zone, back to Eaton. Be careful there in front of your net. Very careful and smart play by Eaton.
Oof.
And he's got the puck again.
J.R. Wofford. Beast mode out here on the hits. I love it.
Wofford tries to get it out, and he does so, and he puts just the right touch on it because that's not going to go deep enough for icing. Beckwith chasing after it. All right, Nienhuis. That's going to be offside. If they didn't see it, but it would have been offside because Beckwith didn't get out of the zone quick enough. Here is DeYoung chasing after it. Doherty. Player left the ice when the puck was right by his stick. He had no idea it was there. Now here a man gets around Gannon, but he's got a bad angle. He's going to try and shoot. Nice save. Carter Shadler had the corner covered. And with about 5 minutes to go, we now have Chase DeYoung behind the net. He's got 2 men on him, but he's able to clear the zone. Delayed offsides. Waterloo gets out of the zone, so here we go. Here's Cutcomp. He's in. He's got one man to beat, but he can't quite get around him. He was really 1-on-3, but this is Gannon looking for Giesick. Giesick gets it to Doherty. Doherty in the corner looking for somebody to pass to. There's a shot and a save. Amorine. I'm sorry, that was Isaiah Conrad again. Yeah. Not 17, but
he wants some more.
Not 17, but 97. Clock continues to run with 4:45 to play in the first of 3 20-minute periods.
Yep.
Puck goes back to the corner, or to the point rather, and that's Hurd, puts it into the corner. Now it comes around to the near side, and it's headed off there by Eaton. And now it comes out. There's a race for the puck between Johnson and the Waterloo player. Johnson prevails there and comes out of his zone. There's a shot.
Woo! Oh, blocked down.
Knocked down by the defense. That was
was
looking like it had the upper right-hand corner of the net there, but it was knocked down at the defense. Conrad goes down, and now we've got a one-on-one. Puck is knocked to the corner. Nice play on defense.
Nice
now here's Jace Johnson. Johnson's got wheels. There's no question about it. He's going to take another shot. Oof. Used the defenseman as a screen, but the goalie got the pad on it, knocked it to the corner. Here's a rebound in front, but it's taken away by Waterloo, and they come back the other way. Player's going to knock it into the corner and head on a line change. And Gannon back to pick it up for the Eagles. For the Blues, rather. Sorry. Wofford tries a centering pass, but James was well covered, couldn't get to the puck. And now the Blues come back and pick it up again with Patrick Gannon. This is Beckwith. Beckwith, a lead pass to Wofford. Wofford's going to go to the left. He's going to take a shot. Good save by the Waterloo goaltender.
Correct.
Now they battle in the corner. That's 60 Gannon and number 7 James. And here comes Waterloo again. And the puck is deflected by Gannon. It's now deep in the zone behind the net. Number 13, that's Beckwith. Brings it out. Here's a shot from the point. And that got a piece of Beckwith.
Blue.
And that might have hurt him, but he got right up and got right back into play. I know it hurt me just watching it.
Yeah, he's labored a little bit over there on the bench.
That's going to be an icing. As Nienhuis was signaling to his teammates with his hand up that don't worry about it, it's going to be an icing, and he was right.
Shots on goal finally flipped. 7-5 now for the Quad City Blues. Looks like no special attention being given to Blue Beckwith. Love a guy that'll give up his body to block that shot, though. Really, really important part of the game.
I'm not sure he did it on purpose.
I'll give him credit. That's going to leave a mark.
Good play by the defense to knock it out of harm's way. And here they come the other way. It's a 2-on-1 if they hurry. He's got Giesick in the middle. I don't know if the goalie saved it or if it hit the post.
I think that was a postie.
Giesick just drove right down the center, and he got a nice lead pass from his line mate, and he got the stick on it, but I think it hit the goal post and deflected out, obviously. Now here's Cutcomp going around the net, looking for a man, battles it, puts it behind the net. Who's he got back there? Here's a shot. coming back to the point now. This is DeYoung. He's going to throw one. Goes all the way through to the far corner. Cut comp after it. Now here's a man in front. Tries to bounce it off a defenseman, but the goaltender had that one all the way. Now here is another potential icing, but Shadler is going to clear that one out because I think the Blues had touched that. Oh, you got a man over here on the right, and he sees him. That's Chase Johnson again. And Waterloo's number 22 takes it away and starts out the far boards. They come back now 2-on-2. Nice play. Nice play.
No, I'm sorry, Charlie Eaton.
Charlie Eaton made a nice play there. And that play is returned by number 39 for Waterloo, who made a nice defensive play to stop a Blues rush. Behind the net. Now they're going to go back this side to Nienhuis. Number 35, Johnson. Going across the far side, and somebody came across the line just a shade too early. So we've got an offside at the blue line, and that's going to take us out of time in the first period as the clock continues to run down to 3, 2, 1, and there's the buzzer. More or less.
All right.
So after one period of play, the Quad City Ice Eagles have the upper hand on the Waterloo Warriors. They've scored twice, once from Isaiah Conrad and once from J.R. Wofford to propel the Blues to a 2-0 lead. We're taking 1 minute between periods, and then we'll be back, and the Blues will be going from our right to our left in the second period. And let's see if we find out who's going to goal, just so we don't mess that up again.
Carter's just talking to his old man who happens to be manning the penalty box. Thanks to all these Quad City Blues parent volunteers. We can't run this show without the volunteers. Dino doing his part over here running camera. Might look a little shaky at this very moment because he's getting it snapped back in there. Don't worry, by the time the action resumes, we'll have it well in hand.
He's got 7 seconds to get it done.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. He got that. There he is. He's ready to go.
It's confirmed that Carter Shadler is going back into the net at least to start the second period.
Yep.
You
got one other dress that it's Starrett. I looked at it earlier.
Yeah.
So.
And so I'm guessing that Starrett might play the second half or maybe just the third period, depending on how Coach Dobbs decides to want to do it this time.
We're not going to miss it this time.
No.
That I can tell you.
All right. Wofford here along the left wing. Getting ready to go.
The other side and blue in the middle.
That was Beckwith at center and James at right wing. Shadler sticks it to the corner. Oh, I thought somebody was going to get rung up there.
Yep.
Here's a shot, save, rebound,
knocked
to the side, picked up by Nienhuis, I believe. No, that's Nienhuis, 21.
Yep.
Yeah. Puck is bounced up in the air along the boards. Wofford battling for it. Can't get a stick on it. It's still loose. Here's a backhand shot. It's off to the side of the net. Shadler played it anyway. Now he's got a chance right in the crease.
Oh, my goodness.
Shadler made the initial save. It dropped in the crease, and his defenseman was doing exactly what he should do and got it out of there in a hurry. It's like that 2-goal lead at the first intermission has really aggravated the Warriors because they have controlled the play the first minute of the second period. Number 9 in the corner, battling with 2 Blues. That's Wofford, and now it's picked up. Nice check by Blue Beckwith. Here's a lead pass for Wofford, but he couldn't control it, and it's back behind the Blues net. Wraparound stuff, and they're jamming at him, but Shadler was able to hold on to it.
A little bit of hacking and whacking and a nice whistle, so we get some changes in personnel. There was a little scrambly down in that end for the first almost 5 minutes of this period.
All right, we've got Gannon back there on defense, along with Hurd, and the forward line we'll identify when we can see their numbers a little bit. That's Gannon putting it around. Giesick along the boards to Cutcomp. Cutcamp's got one man to beat. He's got a man with him. He tries to get it to him, and he just missed the net. He just missed the net, and the net is off its moorings, and nobody seems to know it. That was Doherty that had the skates taken out from under him, and he slid into the goaltender in the Waterloo crease, and that knocked the net off its moorings, and nobody but us saw it for the first 5 or 6 seconds.
Didn't
and then,
seem to be.
And then finally the officials noticed, that's not right.
Yep.
So we're going to have the face-off because the contact in the crease was initiated by Doherty. The face-off's going to be outside the net, outside the defensive zone of Waterloo.
I'll explain. Thanks, Greg.
Here's a pass, touch pass, trying to get it to number 19, but instead it's Gannon who gets a stick on it. They battle for it in the corner. There's about 5 of them down there right now. Number 10 trying to get a hold of it. He sticks it back in. The Blues still cannot get it out of the zone. That's Hurd along the boards. And here's one pitchforked backhand into the zone, and Shadler says enough. Grabs it and holds it.
Take that drop.
13 minutes and 29 seconds to play in period number 2. The Blues continue to lead this game by a score of 2-0.
Shot totals went back over to the Warriors 8-7 right now.
All right, here's a 2-on-1 for the Blues. Here's a shot. Good save. Rebound is loose and knocked to behind the net. Now along the half boards, and it's knocked out of the zone by Waterloo. That's going to go down. That's not going to go far enough for icing as Nienhuis goes back to pick it up. Nienhuis carrying over his own blue line to center ice. He's got Conrad with him, and he gets kind of hung up at the blue line here. And the puck is loose. Now is off the defense behind the net. Liam Quinn after it.
Oh, friendly fire.
That looked like a hand pass there that they missed from Waterloo. All right, here's Conrad, number 97. He's already scored a goal in this game, plus the goal he scored in the first game, so good start for him. Here's an attempted check by the Waterloo player that got mostly boards. Going back is Nienhuis. Shadler stops the puck and sends it back to the near boards. Conrad, little dump pass here. Number 19, here's a shot! And knocked down by the defense.
Got the dangle, but no snipe.
And the puck looked like it's knocked into the bench or what?
You say too many? Yeah, too many.
Yeah.
Too many. Everybody was mixed up there, jumping off. Puck came right there.
It's not like they had 5 skaters out there plus the goalie. I think it was more like 8 skaters. That was pretty hard to miss.
Everybody was jumping over at that moment. The puck was right there, which makes it hard.
So Patrick Hurd is selected to be the man who serves the bench minor for too many men on the ice. And referees get turned around, and they're going back down into the Blues defensive zone because it was a penalty on the Blues. So
all right, go to the kill for a little bit.
Waterloo with a man advantage. Power play trying to get back on the scoreboard here. And they control it along the near boards. Number 21 back to the point to number 11. And he loses it right at the blue line and comes out. And they're going to have to come back and start all over again. Number 21 avoids his own man at the blue line. Now sends a long one over to the left point. Here's a shot in the middle, a backhand.
Oh! Comes to the guy in the back door, and he rings it right off the post.
What a great save by Shadler as he saw that man coming in from the back door. And now we come back the other way. It's 2-on-2 on the penalty kill. Wofford's got it, sends one across, but his centering pass is deflected, and here comes Waterloo. Waterloo over to 21, inside the zone. He's going to send it back to the point. Now down into the near end corner. And that puck is cleared. Wofford's stick Wofford's stick was lifted just as he was about to break free, and that's a big break for Waterloo. Good defensive play by them. Now here is a shot on the power play. Whistles it over the net. Here's a shot. Save, rebound.
Save. What a kick save in the left pad.
Shadler doing his best Patrick Waugh impression so far in this game. He's been great. Here's number 10. There's a long shot deflected off a Blues skate to the far corner. Now they're trying to bring it in front. A backhanded pass inside the near post, the near point rather. Now in the near corner, number 21's got it. We've got 25 seconds left in the penalty. Far boards picked up at the half boards by number 10. He takes a long shot. It's deflected, and Shadler stays with it. Another centering pass. Skitters across the crease. 10 seconds left on the period.
Oh!
Shadler would like to have gloved that because it would have killed off the rest of the penalty, but it got out of his glove, and now Waterloo controls.
End of the penalty.
The penalty is over. The teams are full at equal strength. And now 21 trying to bring it out in front. His teammate couldn't quite get a stick on it. And the Ice Eagle, or the Blues, try and get it out to center ice, and they do. Here's Quinn going for it. And it's picked up. We've got a 3-on-2, 2-on-2. It's a shot, rebound. The shot's in front. That was Quinn that sent one across to his teammate. Couldn't quite get anything to happen. Here's a long shot deflected by the defense up in the air. Shadler blocking the gate. They battle for it just outside the crease, and it's cleared to, that's number 35, Jace Johnson. Jace has got a man. He's got Conrad in the middle if he can get it to him. Here's a shot, rebound. They can't get, and the goaltender for Waterloo makes a nice save and then grabs onto it and holds on for his life there as the Blues had two players right in the vicinity looking for a loose puck.
Yep, diving out there, hungry hippo style. Put that trapper right on there. Boom. Took care of it.
And that looks like that's the last save that goaltender for Waterloo is going to make as he is being replaced. That one we caught.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw the other team.
That was pretty obvious, though.
Correct.
All right, so number 40 had a nice game so far. He did allow 2 goals, and now the second goalie for Waterloo was in the game. And they attempt to come out of their zone. Number 19 is going to send it in deep behind the net. Shadler stops it behind the net. Nienhuis gets to it first. He's knocked down. And that's
nice
we're
check,
going to have
did he come up high?
Have a penalty there. A roughing penalty on Waterloo.
Yeah.
It was kind of a head-high check directed. Oh.
Yep, he was coming up high, and in comes Riley Sterrett.
All right, with 7 minutes and 51 seconds to play, Riley Sterrett is coming into the Quad City Ice Eagle goal. Outstanding effort by Carter Shadler today.
Really good work by Carter.
And he leaves with an opportunity to pick up the team's first win of the year.
Yep.
With a 2-0 lead, and we'll see if Riley can continue the shutout streak that's going right now with 7:44 to go in the second.
Don't say that word, Greg. Don't say that word. I'm superstitious.
DeYoung keeps it in nicely.
Barely.
Barely is right.
But nicely. I agree.
Cut comp tries to get it and keep it into the point, but they can't. Nienhuis has to go back and get it. DeYoung back to Nienhuis in his own zone, looking to set something up. He's going to come out of the zone. Now he comes to center ice. He's got carries it into the zone, and one of the players went offside on that. I was
watching Nienhuis. Yeah. I didn't even see whoever it was that jumped.
Nienhuis had a nice rush up the ice with some nice stick handling as he approached the red line and carried it all the way into the zone, but his teammate went in about a step ahead of time.
It seemed like he was waiting to be challenged, and when nobody came, he's like, all right, well, fine. I guess I'll carry this all the way in. Fine.
All right. Here's Jeremiah Wofford, wins the draw. Gets it back to his defenseman. There's a nice pass, nice backhanded pass. Wofford chasing after it. Puck is off the glass, and
Chase DeYoung. Here
is Eaton coming to center ice, and he's blew up at center ice. But you know what? The defenseman may have got the worst of that.
Charlie, don't play.
Here is J.R. Wofford. Tries to stick handle through pretty much the entire team and is unable to do it. And here is Steeritt, and he's going to make sure his first save of the day is an easy one. A long clearing pass on net, and he didn't take any chances with that at all.
Yeah, if you're going to come to play with Charlie Eaton, you better come correct because he's not going down without dealing out some damage of his own.
All right, we've got just 8 seconds left on the Blues power play, so that's probably going to be the end of that. Here's a pass along the near boards. It deflects off the stick.
And even strength
of Conrad, and now the teams are back at full and equal strength. Quinn, now number 15, shot, sends one across the crease, and Steeritt is there to steer it to the corner.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Chase Johnson with a nice backhand pass and goes all the way through to the goalie.
Oh, something.
And as harmless as that pass looked,
you never know.
You never know because that was right on goal with a defenseman cutting in front. The goaltender may be fortunate that he kept his eye on that.
And a rushing Blues player right there. Yep. Shots on goal 13-9 now in favor of the Warriors. So keep an eye on that.
Now the puck is in the far corner.
Chase, I think.
Chase Johnson. Here is Gannon's shot.
Oh, wow. Got the rafters.
Good work by number 39 for Waterloo. He got a stick in the way of that shot and deflected it way up into the lights.
Yep.
Otherwise, Gannon had a pretty good path to the net there for his shot.
That was a good place to shoot from.
Yeah. That is Liam Quinn that won the draw. Now, we got a breakaway now for Waterloo. Here's a shot. Save.
Nice
great save by Steeritt.
Way to go, Steeritt, all the way to the corner.
Tremendous save.
Nice job, Riley.
That was a really nice clearing pass that caught the Blues defense, and the guy went in all alone, and Steeritt stuck that right pad out and was able to make the save and get it to the corner. Now here is Jace Johnson along the sideboards trying to get it out. He battles for it. There's
hacking and whacking.
That's right. And he gets it out.
There it is.
Good second effort there by Jace Johnson.
Perseverance.
I'm impressed by his speed.
Oh, yeah.
He's quick.
Yeah. Speed and quickness.
Yep.
We talked about that last year, the differences between speed and quickness.
All right, that's Nienhaus's attempted clearing pass, missed his teammate, and so we've got an icing with 3:38 to play in period number 2. Face off to the right of Blues goalie Riley Steeritt. Now, please, somebody don't come back later and say it's Steeritt, because
I've played with Riley enough. I'm pretty sure you're good on that one.
All right, that's Patrick Hurd along the boards trying to get it out. There's 2 Blues and 2 Warriors over there. Now the puck is picked up, and they come the other way looking for a potential lead pass. He was offside.
He was. Oh, and they caught it.
Giesick was offside, so we got a delayed offside as Waterloo takes over. Now we try another lead pass. That's not going to be icing because that was deflected by maybe 2 players.
Yep.
Now comes out in front, and Giesick is there to pick it off and send it over on the far side to Cutcomp, who leaves a touch pass for Beckwith. Beckwith back to Cutcomp.
The 2-foot drop pass.
Beckwith battling with 2 Warrior players.
Yes.
Cutcomp's got it. He tries to get it in front. No. Here's a rebound in front for Giesick. And now we've got a 2-on-2 break. That puck is knocked off the stick, and it goes behind the net to Shadler. And now that is Patrick Gannon, who's going to send it all the way down.
That's going to be an
and that's going to be an icing. And I think he just wanted to kill the pressure there for a minute and get a line change.
It was definitely time for a line change. Anybody who happens to be watching this feed and not watching what's happening in college football, I'm going to show Greg. He's not going to be that sad.
Well,
score 24 Purdue, 7 for your Hawkeyes. Oof.
All right, now we got something called here. We got interference coming up against, I believe it's number 7 of Waterloo.
He doesn't look very happy.
He doesn't look very happy. And it was kind of an call, but no, it's number 10 actually.
10.
No wonder number 7 didn't look happy. He didn't do anything.
I didn't do it, boss.
So with 1:40 to play in the period, and the clock is for one of the few times of the day, is stopped as they administer the penalty.
Wow, usually they immediately start it back up. They must have forgot.
Unless this is the last game of the day. If they're on time, they don't have to worry quite so much about it. All right, back to the left point. Here's a pass. Pass goes off the stick, and Nienhuis has to go outside the zone to get it, as Chase DeYoung had a kind of a misfire on that pass. All right, now here come the Blues.
Wow,
The battle at center ice. Here is DeYoung. He's going to put it in. It ricochets around the boards where number 11 picks it up for Waterloo. He's got a long pass ahead. No problem there because that's not going to be icing with the man advantage for the Blues. This is Quinn behind the net. Oh, boy. 1 minute to play in the game. You know what we don't want to see. All right.
Nope.
This is James. James, a nice shot right on.
Way to use the defenseman as a screen.
Good, powerful shot by Jack James.
Yeah.
And he used his defenseman, as Rich mentioned, and the goalie was square to the shooter, and he was able to make a gut save on that one, too. So 57 seconds left to play on the penalty to Waterloo's number 10, and 30 seconds left to play in the period. Now here's Gannon from the point. Here's a long shot, knocked down at the defense. That's going to be cleared, and that's going to be right on goal. Steer it to the corner, leaves it for Patrick Hurd. Now here they come out of the zone. Nice pass. Nice reception.
Yep.
There's a pass from Gannon. Here's a side pass. Oh!
That was the right play.
We got 4 seconds left, and they're going to get in alone. A shot. Save!
Nice save, Riley. Nice save.
Oh, well, thank you. They did not execute the triple G goal.
Oh, we thought it was going to be a Grandpa Greg goal for sure right there.
I was watching the clock, and I thought, no, that clock's not going to run out before he gets a shot on goal. And
and that would have been on me because I'm the clown that brought it up before this game. So that would have 100% been my bad.
All right, so at the end of 2 periods of play, with a shot on goal count of 15 for Waterloo and 10 for the Quad City Blues, but on the important category, the Blues have scored twice. Waterloo still looking for their first one. So,
yeah, it's nice to be ahead for once.
That's right.
Let's go.
That's right.
I can't say too much. We haven't played very many games. So
now, we don't know. It's possible that, Waterloo might have a couple of good players that are playing football or something that aren't here today. We don't know those things, but as it stands right now, we're hanging with Waterloo just fine.
Well, it feels, based on the numbers that I see out there, it feels like they're playing a lot of kids up and down, varsity and JV, which would make sense as to why the JV game went perhaps the way it did.
Yeah.
And I thought those boys acquitted themselves well against a skilled, fast team. I thought they were fine.
If that indeed is Coach Fournier's plan is to keep the JV with the JV for the most part and let them develop their skills and working together. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Somebody was saying that they had a son that was on the JV team a few years ago, and when they were bringing a lot of kids up and down, and if you got one shift a period, it was a good day.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think of it more as a developmental team than a team that you're going to count on to win, but everybody's got their own opinions on that.
That's right. All right, that was Nienhuis who put the puck into the zone. It comes back. The penalty is over, but that shot is right on goal, so there won't be any icing on Waterloo. And here is DeYoung. He's pressured behind his net, but he gets rid of it. Now he's going to try and get it once again. Look for Waterloo to start putting on even more pressure because this is the third period, and they're not probably used to being down 2 goals against the Quad Cities too often, so they expect them to come with all they've got.
That's why rivalries are fun. Even in showcase games with running clocks.
Even in showcase games.
You still don't want to lose.
All right, after that icing, we're going to have a face-off to the left of Steerett. Now the puck is rung around to this side, to the near side. He gets out of the zone, and Waterloo's going to pick it up at center ice, number 11. Gannon takes had it for a second, was able to get it out of the zone, and now that is 22, Patrick Hurd.
Wofford trucks his man again.
You know, I think it's safe to say no one's ever going to confuse the number 11 on the JV team with the number 11 on the varsity team.
Well, he's not going to be number 11.
He's not going to be 11
jersey.
next week. And no one's going to ever confuse him with Connor McDavid. Or Nathan McKinnon, I think, is the number he picked. So.
Well, there's that.
All right, puck is down. It looked like the referee's. No, he's going to wave it off, and as it did not get to the zone. It did not get to the red line.
Sometimes you can only skate so slow.
Here is Beckwith in the corner. Centers it. Now he gets looking to get it. Oh, he throws it on net, but he's wide of the net. And here is Wofford. Wofford rifles one off to the side. And there, nice save at the blue line by the defenseman. That was DeYoung, I believe. Now Wofford fighting for it, puts it in behind the net. His opposite number 11 for Waterloo, gets it and tries to stretch out the lead pass. And now here is number 39, moves in. He tries an off-speed shot, and Sterrett stuck with it.
Off-speed and from a bad angle.
Yep.
You know what they say, though? Shots from bad angles are still shots.
That's right.
Oh,
here's a slap shot by...
Yeah. Got to be careful with those, too. You'll get yourself an unsportsmanlike conduct for shooting on goal.
The whistle came
but
he was in mid-shot when he let that when the whistle blew. So, although the defenseman for Waterloo didn't like it, I don't think there was anything malicious there at all.
I mean, we wouldn't homer that bad.
No.
Not us.
Well, I would. There's a
honesty.
Long shot deflected to the corner. And Waterloo controls it. Now there's a pass over on the open wing. Cutting to the middle. He's going to throw one through a screen. Here's a rebound. Sterrett stays with it. He's trying to cover it right there. And there's whoa!
And a scrum ensues.
Oh, boy. Well, there was a lot of contact there, but it was before the whistle, so... I don't think they're going to call anything.
Just a little scrum, a little scrappy.
Clock continues to roll along. It's 13:09 to play right now. There'll be a face-off to the right of Riley Sterrett. Back to the point to number 25. His shot is deflected at the defense. And a nice clearing pass, and that may not get deep enough for an icing either. Nice touch on that
Three
clearing pass.
down there to get it, but unfortunately now we're coming back the other way.
All right, 2-on-2. Gets around one. Shot. Oh, great save by Sterrett. Got the glove up, and we're going to have a penalty on an ice eagle. On a blue.
On Pat.
Doherty? Cam Doherty is going to the penalty box for interference. I can't say I saw that whole play because I didn't see the interference, but I did see a great flashing glove hand from Sterrett. He didn't catch it, but he got the glove up and deflected it to the corner.
Well, and if you had to interfere to not give up a second chance there because Riley was going to be down and out after making that save, you got to do what you got to do.
Well, I think it would be safe to say that this is a really key penalty kill.
Oh, yeah.
Now here's a shot in front. It's deflected to the side of Sterrett. There's a great play. That was number 5, Cutcomp, who got his stick on that pass and cleared it out of the zone, which means the Warriors are going to have to start over. Here's another interception of a pass at the blue line. That one by Nienhuis. He gets it out of the zone, and now Waterloo comes back. They're 2-on-3, now 3-on-3 as they enter the zone. It's a nice move by 22, but he lost the puck just before he was going to put the shot on net. Now here's number 10, going to send it to the corner, the near corner. He's checked, but maintains control. Number 10 back at the point. Here's a long shot. Be careful.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and a great save.
Nice. Again, nice save. And again, nice save.
Save after save. Beautiful work by the defense in clearing that zone.
Sterrett standing on his head.
We're halfway through the penalty. And now 22 for Waterloo. Tries to get it to his teammate. The pass a little behind it, but they come in 2-on-3. Conrad working on his defensive moves there. Here's a long shot. Rebound right to steer it. Number 9 for Waterloo was right there with a stick on the ice, just waiting for an opportunity.
Wow. All of a sudden, we got a 21-11. They didn't put up that last shot, so I assume it's 21-11. Shot differential, Waterloo on top. So apparently, maybe they're not going to put that shot up, but it was definitely a shot.
We've got 22 seconds left on the penalty.
Waterloo's taking their sweet time getting on and off the ice,
yes,
which
they
doesn't
are.
help them if you're on a
Face
power
off
play.
back to the right point. There's a long shot into the corner. That's Hurd going after it. Now Waterloo trying to set something up. Pass misses connection. And they come back 2-on-1. Here's Wofford. Moves in. Here's a shot.
Penalty's up.
Missed the net. Penalty is over. Yep.
All right.
So as we near the 10-minute mark of period 3, the Blues have successfully weathered that penalty that they picked up for, was that interference, I think?
It was an interference call.
And a good penalty at that, as we said. All right.
I expect this to get a little bumpy here in the last 10 minutes.
Nienhuis puts it into Wofford. Wofford, last one, goal! Goalie got his glove on it and just deflected it to the side of the net. Wofford has a very good shot. And here we got another
check from behind.
We got a penalty coming up against.
Call it a rough. Okay.
I don't know who. A roughing penalty against who?
Waterloo. I mean, he came and he just rammed him straight from behind.
Okay, another. This will
board.
be a roughing penalty. They chose to call it that rather than checking from behind on number 32 for Waterloo. So the clock is stopped momentarily with 9:44 to go.
Seems like we've had a steady string of power play and penalty kill.
Yep.
So everybody working on their special teams.
Well, that's exactly right. And what a great opportunity to do exactly that. All right, here is Jace Johnson. He drops it back to Gannon. Gannon's got a shot. He keeps it on the ice. Shot! Oh! I almost called it a goal. I was so sure I was going in. That rebound came out perfectly, but the goaltender, give him credit, he made the save. All right, this is Steerett controlling the puck behind his net. Leaves it for, let me see a number here. That was Gannon. He loses it. Now we've got a man in front. Oh, and a great deflection by Conrad that deflected a centering pass and kept Waterloo from getting a good shot. Now Waterloo at this point is probably just is content to muck it up along the boards here because it takes time off the penalty, but it also takes time off the game. Now here's a pass to Johnson. He's got 3 men to beat. His shot gets a good shot off, but missed the net. And we better get back on our line change here. Number 21 tried to split 2 men, couldn't do it, and never did get a shot off. And now Johnson along the boards sends a back pass, and he out of the zone. It gets past DeYoung, and that's going to go all the way down, and that'll be an icing.
Icing on your power play, not necessarily ideal.
That's not what the coaches are working with.
Happens to everybody.
So there's 34 seconds as we count it down to the end of the penalty. I have the feeling that a power play goal here would really put Waterloo in a very difficult spot. But we got to get that if we're going to start talking like that.
First, you need some zone time.
Here's 39 for Waterloo. He centers it, tries to center it. It's deflected behind the net. He brings it out again. He throws one right past the corner of the net. Steerett is there. Here is one that's popped up in the air in front of the net. Penalty is down to 2 seconds. 1. All right, both teams are back to equal strength, full strength. Giesick tries to get it out. Now DeYoung behind his own net. And he's able to send it out. Oh,
Cutcomb?
That's Cutcomb throwing it at the net. And right up chest high, and the Waterloo goalie makes the save. It looks like we're going to have a line change here for both teams.
I'd be okay with them playing on that side of the ice for a little while.
That would be fine. I want to look to my right as much as possible for the rest of this game.
I'll tell you what, for being on a power play, it seemed like we were down to our left an awful lot.
You know what? It might be that they were kind of a defensive mindset, even though they were in the power play, because they know what the game situation is. And
Yep.
all right, we're under 7 minutes. There's a shot right on goal by Wofford. Impressive start to the season by JR. He's looking good. Now here's James goes down when he's hit along the boards. Gannon is without his stick. The centering pass across the front is knocked aside. Might be a good time to ice the puck because we got a player without a stick.
Get him a stick or trade him out. Either way. All right,
we got a new defenseman on to replace Gannon, who had lost his stick. And now here's the puck. It gets past. Passes at the blue line. Number 19 for Waterloo. He's got one man to beat. And Sterrett stops him. And he takes quite a bump here as the forward for Waterloo lost his edge. And
I think mostly got run by Johnny Nienhaus, but it happens.
It happens.
Fine. Nothing intentional.
Waterloo is credited with a shot on goal on that.
Yeah, 21-15 at this point.
It's tightening up a little bit right now, and we got a stick on the ice. And boy, this is good for the chance for our chances. That's another 20 seconds off the clock.
It's fine.
Slow down, ref. What's your hurry?
He's getting his cardio.
Here's the face-off to the corner along the sideboards. And Chase DeYoung going to get it out of the zone, and he does. He gets it to Conrad. Conrad over the line. Keeps it in. Here is number 19. There's a shot. Save. That was Liam Quinn, that picked up a shot in the high slot, moved in and fired it just wide. But it was a good opportunity. Now the Blues kick it back to the offensive zone half boards on the other side. Now here comes Waterloo. They're 3-on-3. Here's a shot deflected in front. Goes wide. And now Johnson once again throws it past the defenseman. He loses it off his stick. He's going to have to curl back now. Good idea, though. Get it to the corner. Gets it to Quinn. Here's a rebound. And it over the net.
The backhand. He was picking top corner. I think he went top.
Yeah.
Little high.
Quinn made a nice move at just in the high slot and got in position for a backhand and got just a little too much 9-iron for that shot, and it went over the net and against the.
And because it didn't deflect, the puck comes all the way outside the zone.
Yep. All right, number 10 had a that was good play by number 10 for Waterloo. He waited at the blue line. He had two of his teammates trapped inside. Now number 19 along the half boards. They battle for it. Beckwith is in there. Here's opportunity behind the net. Good play by number 21, Nienhaus. Excellent work by Nienhaus.
Nice job by Pat.
Now here's a shot right in front, and he flipped it wide. I think he had some room upstairs there, but he kind of flipped it a little too high. Now 39 is going to get another chance, but the puck is deflected to the corner. Let's get it out of there, boys. Beckwith gets around one man behind his net, sends it out, and we need to clear this puck. Gannon. And Gannon listens to the wise old announcer and ices the puck. And that grouping was spending a lot of time in their zone.
Yeah.
And it was time to get a change.
Dino wants the clock to run a little faster. Looks like we've got a timeout. Is this timeout? Oh, I didn't know we had timeouts with a running clock.
This is the first time out that we've seen in
timeout. Dino wants to know why we stopped the clock. We could stop the clock for a timeout. I didn't know that timeouts were a thing. Apparently, I needed to read a little better in the brochure about. Yeah.
I think it should be said here with 3 minutes to play in the game that this has been a very nice recovery from, kind of a rough last half of the third period in the first varsity game where they gave up 4 goals and looked a little confused out there. This has been a really, really solid effort against a team which I suspect is probably every bit as good as Kansas City. So that will remain to be seen as the season plays out, but they got some good players.
They do, absolutely. Feels like we've had exceptional goalie play this game. Not saying anything disparaging against our goalie play the rest of the morning and afternoon, but they've been on their game very strongly now. and good positional play.
And Jace Johnson has been very impressive. J.R. Wofford has been very impressive. And in fact, it's been a very good team effort. Eaton, again, has looked good.
Isaiah Conrad doing his thing.
Yeah. I mean, we could go right down the list. Everybody's had a strong game.
You can.
So that is the buzzer for the end of the timeout. So we will put 3 minutes back on the clock. This is where we were when the timeout was called. Oh, they put 3:10 back on the clock. Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah. Hopefully that 10 doesn't burn us, eh?
Yeah. Hurd battling across the rink in the far corner. Wofford.
He's going to ice.
Oh, they pulled their goaltender.
Oh, boy.
Not a bad ploy there by Wofford there when he saw that net open. And like we said, there's really no penalty for icing at this point with the clock continuing to run.
Correct.
It's almost an offensive play.
Other than not wanting to do it in real game situations and getting used to doing it for this showcase.
Yeah. All right, the puck comes back to the right point. Waterloo throws it around the boards. They have 6 attackers on the ice. They got number 9 right in front. He shot. Great save! Steerett makes another save.
Get that out. There you go. Good.
Open net is just beckoning if we can get somebody with a step on somebody, but here comes Waterloo, number 2, into the zone. They battle for it. Here's an attempt by Wofford.
Deflected.
His shot is deflected, so it goes all the way down, but there's no icing. And now we're less than 2 minutes to play in the game. The Blues. Big open
nice by Camden Doherty.
Doherty makes a nice check, and there was nothing illegal about that. Great check
play
by Doherty. Now here comes Waterloo. They've got 6 attackers. There's a shot. Saved by Steerett, and he pokes it to the corner. And now Giesick.
Got to get out.
Maybe Steerett's thinking about taking a shot at that open net. Here's a long shot, but it misses the net. Minute 25 to go. Here is Beckwith put in behind the net, but now Waterloo trying to get it in front. Shot is over the net. Number 21 had a good shot. There was some space upstairs, but he couldn't hit it. Minute 7. This is Beckwith battling for it in the corner. Can't get it out. Here's a long shot. That's too high.
Yep.
That hits the netting. That couldn't have helped come at a better time, because now as they
everybody
change
gets the change
lines,
and the clock keeps going.
Really good all-around effort by the varsity group here in their second game.
Absolutely.
And now they're going to have a chance to finish 2-1 when they play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Nope.
All right, here is the puck behind the net. Steer it down into the corner. 27 seconds left. Number 15 for Waterloo tries to center it. Good work by the defense. They're knocking those guys around in front. They're not going to get much of a shot. Hurd makes a nice play. Here's a shot, and they score.
15 seconds left. They get one.
Well, the clock is running.
Get the goalie out. And it's still
Waterloo
going.
has scored. And that's not going to be enough and it ruined the shutout, but that has no bearing on the final result of the game. The Blues have won their first game of the year by a score of 2-1. It's a shame that Steerett lost his shutout there at the end, but I think they'll be fine with that when they get in the locker room.
Yeah.
The team's lining up at center ice for the post-game handshake. Once again, the final of today's fourth game, the second varsity game, the Quad City Blues 2 and Waterloo with a goal with 15 seconds left. They had won. So on behalf of Dean Patton, Rich Blunk, this is Greg Corcoran. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9:30. This is Quad City Blues Hockey.